What if I told you that the world's most complete environmental protection system wasn't created in a government office or a university lab? It was revealed in the deserts of Arabia, over 1,400 years ago, before recycling, before solar panels, before climate conferences, before any green movement even existed. Islamic law already had it covered. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how. And by the end of this video, you're going to see Islam in a way most people never have. Let's zoom out for a second. The modern environmental movement started in the 1960s. Earth Day began in 1970. The Paris Climate Agreement, 2015. Countries are still arguing about who should do what. Meanwhile, Islam had clear, enforceable environmental rules since 622 CE. Written down, taught to every Muslim, built into daily life. We're talking about rules on water use, tree protection, animal rights, land preservation, pollution prevention, all of it, connected to faith, community, and divine accountability. The question isn't whether Islam cared about the environment. The question is, why doesn't the world know this already? Let's start with water, because water is life. The Prophet Muhammad was performing wudu one day. Wudu is the ritual washing Muslims do before prayer, and he was doing it next to a flowing river. His companion asked, "O Messenger of God, is there waste even in river water?" And he said, "Yes. Do not waste water, even if you are at a flowing river." Think about that. Even with unlimited water flowing right in front of him, wasting it was still wrong. Islam didn't just say, "Conserve water when it's scarce." It said, "Do not waste water." Period. In a world where over 2 billion people lack access to clean water today, that's not just a religious principle. That's urgent, practical wisdom. Now let's talk about trees. Islamic law says you cannot cut trees without a real, justified need. This wasn't just advice, it was law. And when Muslim armies went to war, their commanders gave them specific orders before battle. Do not cut trees. Do not burn crops. Do not destroy farmland. Do not pollute water sources. These instructions existed in the 7th century, over 1,200 years before the Geneva Conventions included similar rules. And the Prophet didn't stop at just protecting trees. He made planting them a spiritual act. He said, if a Muslim plants a tree or sows seeds, and a bird, a person, or an animal eats from it, it is counted as charity for that person. That's the power of connecting environmental action to spiritual reward. You're not just planting a tree. You're earning something with God. Here's one most people have never heard of. Islam established a system called Hima, protected zones of land where no one could hunt, cut trees, graze excessively, or build. These were declared under Islamic governance, enforced by Islamic law, and designed to protect ecosystems for future generations. Islamic scholars also developed what they called haram, protected buffer zones around rivers, springs, and forests. Nobody could develop or damage within those zones. The first national park in the United States, Yellowstone, was established in 1872. Hima zones existed in the Islamic world over 1,200 years before that. This wasn't primitive. This was visionary. Now, let's talk about animals, because Islamic law went further than most people expect here. You cannot overwork an animal. You must feed and water every animal in your care. You cannot hunt for sport, only for genuine need. You cannot slaughter an animal in front of other animals. And when you do slaughter, it must be done in the fastest, least painful way possible. The Prophet once saw a man who had branded a donkey on its face. He was angry and said, "God has cursed whoever did this." The face of a donkey. That level of compassion, in the 7th century, is extraordinary. In many parts of the world today, animal cruelty laws are still being written, debated, and ignored. Islam had them 1,400 years ago. So why did Islam care so much about all of this? It comes down to one idea, one principle that changes everything. In Islam, humans don't own the earth. We are caliphs, which means stewards, caretakers, trustees. God created this world, and He gave us responsibility over it. That means the trees, the water, the animals, the land, they're not ours to do whatever we want with. We're accountable for how we treat them. And on the day of judgment, that accountability matters. When you connect environmental responsibility to divine accountability, not just fines, not just shame, not just social pressure, you get a completely different level of motivation. That's why Islamic environmental ethics wasn't just a law. It was a value, a habit, a way of seeing the world. Here's the bottom line. The world is spending trillions of dollars and decades of effort trying to fix environmental problems that Islamic law already addressed 1,400 years ago. Not because Muslims were smarter, but because they were following a complete and timeless system, one that understood the relationship between humans and the natural world at the deepest level. If this surprised you, I want you to ask yourself, what else do I not know about Islam? Because there's a lot more where this came from. Subscribe to this channel, because every week I bring you real, honest, eye-opening content about what Islam actually teaches, without the distortion, without the politics, and without the confusion. And if you're new here, welcome. You're in the right place. I'm Mohammed from Path to Islam, and I'll see you in the next video.